Welcome back, everybody. We've got map one starting off here. Burgers and SubPar squaring off here in the quarterfinals on Karachi Hardpoint. And it's going to be a banger here for sure, folks, as we got Actual on board with the crew trying to get into this P1 with some nice shots on the K-Jet. Calamari able to pick up Moose as well. And so they're going to start snapping down onto this hardpoint, but they got to kill Ghost up here in top three. And that is exactly why. A three-piece for Ghost, but he's not got any support here on the hill to help him get any of that time, but he's going to go ahead and get a fourth off to a hot start, 4-0 for Mr. Ghost. Now you can see the Burgers starting to kind of set up around the hill. Tep gets a nice two-piece, including Ghost up on that top three area, so he's going to be able to shut down that streak. But as the P1 dwindles away here, Coffee, you've got the Burgers set up.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. 29-6 in favor of the New York SubPar as we kick into this as Chef goes ahead and gets the rest of the scrap time on P1, but everybody's already in the diner, got their orders for P2, and Boston just picked it right up as K-Jet now upstairs watching from across the street. Is he going to get anybody out? Anybody out of there? Slide coming in the back door. Boom, there's a two-piece right there.
Oh, Slice.
Couple little love taps on Slice as Actual is still holding down the hill right now, 36-25 in favor of New York SubPar. Jet from across the street trying to phone in his order. Your DoorDash will not arrive in time as we get ready to go rock towards this P3. I'm not seeing anybody rotating yet. The Chef already there. Oh, Chef is already at the deli, ready to make a couple sandwiches as we go to this P3.
Oh, Chef's in a tough spot right now. He's got a couple players on either side of him, but the snakes come through. Maybe a little help from Ghost there to put that player a little weak, or Chef's just nasty. And now the New York SubPar are going to get a little bit of this initial time here. You got Moose getting a big kill on Calamari out front, and he's hunting for some more towards the scrap side of the map, and he just misses that player. Spins to find him, but that's a 2 dead for the New York SubPar, and you got Boston Burger starting to try to clamp around the hill. But once again, Ghost is playing bailouts for him. A big two-piece from him. 10-4 for the guy. They were knocked out of the hill for a moment, but they are primed for a big retake here, and they should be able to just keep extending this lead here, Coffee.
They should, as right now we're looking 65-49 in favor of the SubPar. Ghost is right there, ready to make a sandwich for anybody who comes into the deli with that MCW. Slice working his way down the... Oh, man, he gets mowed down quick. A quick trade-off. Tempura Calamari going to bust through the door, try to place an order, toss it out of the trophy system. But here we go. We are now at P4, going towards a P4. Calamari is still on the hill right now for Boston Burgers with a 23-point deficit as Chef comes out, takes out the trophy, and New York, just breaks through the hill. Tep working his way up, trying to bust into the hill himself. Takes down Tep, takes down Moose. The hill is wide open, nothing but green right now, 93-66 in favor of the New York SubPar. Oh, man, quick contest. Tep gets mowed down. Actual.
Oh.
Man, I can't even call him when they get mowed down. Ghost on the hill right now on a 3 spree of his own. 99-67 in favor of the SubPar. Chef is holding down the hill, getting the rest of that scrap time. Everybody's getting ready to start towards this P5. If I'm looking at the mini map right, there's a little mix of yellow and green on there already. So let's go.
Oh, Actual's got to stay alive here, but Ghost just a little too clutch off that respawn there. So you got New York SubPar. Maybe going to be able to get some initial time here, but Slythe is able to find the kill, and the spawns come through. Boston Burgers have a potential to get in this hill here, but they're just not quite getting up there. The hills remain in white for the time being, but Tep's going to try to hold the line. A nice kill through the stun. Going to open it up for his team. And now you got Slythe and crew just trying to hold this, but they got to collect some time here. This is a lot of white time for being behind 30 points and being in control of the hill.
Holding down the hill and that's not a good thing. And they're already, let's see, I'm looking at that.
Oh,
hello. Nice shots by Tep. Actual is already out heading towards that P1 hill. There's a nice little mix over there. as it looks like Chef is going to go ahead and get the scrap time on this P5 hill. We're starting into a new set of rotations with the contest on P1, 106.97 in favor of the New York SubPar as Moose makes his way around, trying to take a nice flank over to give some coverage into that P1 area. Tempura Calamari, he almost got breaded there in the corner. As there's a contest going on, Tempura Calamari has a nice little trade out, 111.99 in favor of the SubPar, as Chef is just cooking things up right there in that P1 hill. Takes one down from down the alley. He's looking and listening. Chef is just holding it and owning it.
Yeah, this is such good work here out of the SubPar to be able to get a lot of that P1 time. And if they can get this this P2 time here and off that 3 kills, lighten the leaderboard up yellow, they were going to be able to get some of this initial here, unless Slythe can do something big and try to find some of these kills. But New York has just done really good at controlling these hills early and kind of even breaking in when they need to here, and it's because of plays like that from Ghost, getting the clutch kill, getting the trade onto Slythe, finding another one here. He's got to stay alive because he's still got Tep to deal with, holding those players from the spawn and making a couple Boston Burgers. Tep gonna find Ghost, shoots him in the back there. So this is a major re-break for them as Tep finds another one. Gonna go ahead and chow out as Chef picks him up. That may be an overheat there, as now the hill is remaining white once again, and the Burgers are on the back foot.
Ooh. As Axel comes busted in the back door of the diner, takes one down, takes the other one down with Renetti. Here we go, 149, 108 in favor of the New York SubPar. Axel working his way around, starting to pre-rotate over to P3 as Tempura gets the rest of the scrap time in that diner on that P2 hill. Everybody's making their way over to the deli, and if I'm looking at my mini map right, I'm seeing all kinds of yellow over there. Trophy went out. Tep did a little in the deli, playing health department. Boston is owning that hill right now, 149, 129 in favor of the SubPar. Moose trying to work his way in, takes down Tep. Moose on a 5 spree. That's New York's own trophy, so he doesn't have to worry about destroying it, but he's just got to hold the hill. Hold it for this next 35 seconds, and we're nice little bust in. And we're just about guaranteed. In fact, Moose does have a cruise in his back pocket right now. Well, that could come in very handy here soon.
Oh, very handy. Very handy indeed.
174, 134 in favor of the SubPar as Boston goes ahead, breaks the rest of that hill, but everybody else is making their rotate over to P4. I'm looking over here and I'm looking at that mini map. I'm seeing green arrows already over there, but that alleyway is something to contend with. Moose upstairs. Oh, wow. He gets knocked around a little bit. Now Slythe on the high ground. Is he going to be able to handle it?
Oh. He's going to have to here.
174,
Cruz gets called in. Moose dropping the rocket down. Doesn't find any kills there. His Ghost is continuing to just slay out. 27 and 15 for him. And New York SubPar are really trying to shut this hardpoint out here. If they can hold on to this 30 seconds, get up over that 200 point mark, it could be huge, but you got Burgers in through the front. Actual and Slythe combined for 2 that are met by Moose and K-Jet. Once again, the trades go the way of the SubPar, and you got one more player of Burgers nearby, maybe able to contest this a little bit of time, but Chef picks him up. So they are going to have to start setting up over here, and Ghost turns onto Actual to get an initial kill on this hill. So now Moose is able to maybe get a trade here. He's going to opt to play his life, which did work out for him on that P3 hill. It was a really good place for him to stay alive and wrap around for his team, and that's part of the reason why New York SubPar has been so good in this hardpoint.
At 205, 153 right now in favor of the SubPar, but that hill right now is now it goes yellow with Chef on the hill. Ghost pulling some security, but Chef watching that back alley, watching the back of the hotel, has some rounds come his way. Gets a little wake-up call there. Tempura Calamari, tried to work his way for a contest, gets mowed down, 225, 153 in favor of the SubPar. Tep,
they can win here.
Man, trying to work his way through the front of the hotel to clean out the hill. Is he going to be able to? Chef, prone down, gets taken down, 234, 153. New York has the hill still with K-Jet. So in about 10 seconds, it's going to be all over. Jet does a quick reload. Oh, I just now noticed he has a cruise in his back pocket also.
Oh, they got to kill number 2. It's going to pop.
48.
There's not much time. Slythe pulls
Oh,
it off.
man.
They get in the hill. Burgers are in great position. You've got number 7 and Slythe up top on the hill, but Moose and crew just dive in. They're able to kill him off. Burgers gonna hold on for now, but they gotta play absolutely perfect here. 1 second to spare in this hard point. And in playoffs, that may be all you need here as the Burgers are starting to boss up on this P1. They're holding all the power positions. And I think maybe New York may be sweating just a little bit here. But you can see number 2 and 4 starting to rotate. And 1 and 3 get the God spawns as nobody's blocking for the Burgers. And now New York is just going to try to take it away from them early on. And I think Tep is maybe keen here. He's going to be able to find 1. That's huge copy. But he's got a lot of work to do.
195 or 249, 197 in favor of New York SubPar as man, as Tempura Calamari gets the rest of his scrap time. Boom, we're going on to P2, and that's all it takes. Give it to the New York SubPar, 250 to 192.
There they go. They finally
excuse me.
they finally inked it out there. It looked like the Burgers were maybe going to make some magic happen there on that last P1. And it was magical, but just not quite Disney. Boy, it's Boston Burgers and the New York SubPar squaring off here once again on Karachi, here on COD Rec League Bravo, Silver Mix North playoffs. We're getting off started real quick here, and the Burgers have B mostly for free here as New York kind of called a quick A hit. You got a little bit of contest from K-Jet on that side as Chef is just kind of holding the pre-aim here. Just kind of waiting for some enemies that are never going to come as Actual finds the first blood onto Moose. And they just got the bomb near the site, not getting it down just yet. And Ghost is going to get a trade onto Actual here. As now Slythe is getting back down as well. And it seems like Burgers maybe were able to have this entire round in a hurry, but we waited just a little too long here. Tempura and Slythe combined for 1 here onto Chef. It's a big kill, keeping the advantage as they try to just edge out this B bomb side a little more.
As we're watching from Ghost's point of view right now, Ghost and Tep doing a little tip for tap, but Ghost gets taken down. K-Jet is all that's left for the New York SubPar, so it's a 1v3 with that bomb planted at the B bomb site. Jet coming up. He's got a lot of work to do. He's got to take out 3 Burgers and then have that combo. Oh, no, and Jet gets taken down. Burgers take the round, 1-0.
There we go, Boston Burgers. That's what you needed. Maybe a little more heartache than it was worth when they watched the VOD back. That might be a facepalm moment there. Is, all they had to do was bully their way onto the site, and that could have been over in about 30 seconds. But Boston Burgers get her done either way, and that's all that matters. They get that first round. Tep is on a 2 streak, and that's exactly what you needed to start off this map 2 here.
Let's see how New York answers on their offensive round. As Moose is the bomb carrier, we're watching from Tep's point of view now. There goes a hello there. Does it connect with anybody? No, it doesn't, but he's already over there at that B bomb side. Working his way around to get some high ground. Drawing up. Oh, man. Sends some rounds into, I'm not sure who he sent them into.
It's Mr. Ghosty.
Yeah, into Ghost there. Not that small print in these old eyes, but oh man, Moose drawing the first blood onto Tep. So Chef is making sure that B side is nice and clear. Trophy going down. Here comes Moose. We're going to go ahead. We're going to get a bomb plant. As Moose is halfway through planting on that B side. He doesn't see a Slythe in there. Bomb is planted at B. 4v. Oh man, 3v3 now.
The shots were insane from Calamari there to be able to take out Chef. And now you got a 2v3's retake situation here for the Boston Burgers. Tempura getting a little bit closer here. Just trying to ease his way up on this bomb site. You know these players are on back chicken. That's where the bomb's planted for. But as the time ticks away, it's going to be Actual to make the first move. Calamari pops up, finds one of his own. The defuse starts to come through but that may be just enough from Ghost to be able to close out the round. And that's some good old-fashioned discipline search and destroy out of Ghost there.
Yes, it is. Tying it up 1-1. As we watch the Renetti do the talking for Ghost.
Yep, no over-challenge there. Just enough to be able to, find the trade onto the one player. He sees the other guy diffusing, scares him off of it, and, just play your life a little bit. There's no reason to take that fight. Just wait another half second, and then it doesn't matter. So Ghost's going to clutch that round for them on a 2 streak of his own now. A little bit of the Uno reverse there from Tep. But the way Tep is playing right now, I think he may be the player to watch here as we're on board with him. And they're going to go ahead and get right into P1, which is going to be very important in the search and destroy. But I heard the smoke come out towards that B bomb site. And it's going to start going down, but Moose is able to find the first blood onto Calamari, forcing the Boston Burgers into a really weird situation there as they know the bomb is down.
As Tep making his way upstairs now to get some high ground. Comes up there. Oh, how nice. Say hello to K-Jet for us. How he's just covering everything for the high ground. Oh, but Chef sees him, takes him down. So it is a slide, or actual is all that's left. 4-on-1 right now. The bomb is not that. Bomb is actually down at the B bomb site, not planted. Actual has to do a lot. Has a lot to do, but he's not able to do it. New York take the round. Get off the breadstick. 2-1.
All right, New York, a pretty commanding round there, but I really think once that domino fell of the bomb planter getting killed right on the bomb for first blood, that was Moose making a big play there, able to find that one. That's just really difficult when you're on the offensive side. You get first blooded, and your first blood is an obvious, hey, bomb is down right here. It just makes it super, super difficult. So a little unfortunate there from Burgers. They're going to have to start checking that before they go ahead and try to plant the bomb moving forward here. The SubPar going to start taking it towards A. A little variation here. I don't think the Burgers are quite ready for Tep's middle map, but you've just got number 2 in Calamari all by himself, and he does get taken out. So maybe that's going to tip the A push a little bit here as the bomb begins to go down.
Oh, man, yeah, because Moose the bomb carrier, Moose the bomb planter, bomb's already planted at A. Tep working his way around. Oh, man, K-Jet's all that's left. Is Jet anywhere nearby?
Oh, fix it.
And here's a quick defuse. Jet comes up.
Oh, tuck in the toesies.
A little goosing. Oh, man.
Did he get it? He got it.
Boston, take the round, tie it up, deuce.
Ooh, got a little racy there. Got a little close, but Actual was able to clutch up the kill. Finds K-Jet. Bomb is diffused in enough time, and Actual was there to be able to pick it up anyways. So, Boston Burgers can breathe a little bit there, able to fend off another defensive win. And I think that's going to be the name of the game here, is to just not lose your defenses.
That's the only way to do it, as Tempura Calamari is the bomb carrier right now, and we know what Boston's going to do. That if I'm looking at that mini map right, we know that they're going to take a long way around to B. Although New York went ahead and surprised them last round with an A plant. I'm surprised Boston hasn't done it yet. Tempura, man, Moose drawing the first blood on Tempura Calamari. Evidently, they were going to try to do that. The bomb is down almost to the A bomb site, about at the halfway point. Slides up top on its 3v3. Gets taken down, so now it's a 2v3. Tep working his way upstairs. As Actual. The bullets are not connecting for him. There's a
he stuck him. No!
What? Oh, that was a
airmail. He stuck him. He stuck him, and he ran towards his teammate and just delivered the Simtex to his teammate.
Oh man.
You can't make it up, folks. Actual in a tough situation here. K-Jet with a nice little offie corner. It's going to clutch up the round, but that's a new one. I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yep. I just watched it on the stream, and yeah. Oh no. That's getting clipped.
yeah. Actual He's scratching his head on that one a little bit. You know, that's my bad, Tep. I didn't mean it. You know.
Oh man.
But you know, back to the drawing board here. Back on defense. You're gonna have to clutch up now. So you got Tep and crew predicting that B push once again, and they're gonna run right through mid map here. And I actually really like this. Mid map control is super important here on Karachi. It really just allows you to move everywhere on the map, and Tep is pissed, leading off with a first blood.
As we're watching from Chef's point of view right now at the back of the bus, puts a few bullets towards Tempura Calamari. Calamari barely gets away with the breading on him. Smoke going down in front of the bus. Chef Chef receives a shot from his own teammate.
Oh
man. Oh,
thank you, Moose.
Okay, and then Chef gets taken down. Moose upstairs kicks the door open. 2v1 or 3v1, excuse me, because Moose is all that is left for New York SubPar.
Oh no!
Wow, he got out of there.
No.
I thought his antler.
Oh,
Now
Moose
working his way through the office, coming towards the backyard. 20 seconds left. Daddy getting popped. Is he going to be able to get the plant?
I think he's got a little bit of indecisiveness
the only
here.
Ones that are left, and they are nowhere near that A side. So here we go. The bomb's getting planted. Hey, is he going to be able? No, he gets taken down, but the bomb is planted. Actual on the defuse. Boston ties it up again. Trey.
There we go, Boston. Don't lose your defenses. All according to plan so far. So neither team can really get an edge here. As soon as somebody wins a couple in a row, that may be all she wrote. But Actual and I don't remember who is there with him able to clutch it up. You know, that would be a devastating 1v3 to lose.
Here we go. Boston on the offense, New York on the defense. Let's get it on. Tempura Calamari, the bomb carrier. As we're looking from Tep's point of view right now, Tep making his way towards P1, and now Boston is starting to go ahead as Ghost draws the first blood onto Tep. Moose over in that P1 area, trying to keep things cleared out. But we know they're going over to that A bomb site. Oh man,
oh, Actual
down himself by Actual. It doesn't matter. Tempura Calamari is right there. The bomb is planted at the A bomb site. 2v2. Tempura and Slythe against Jet and Chef. Can we smell what the Chef is cooking?
Oh, Chef doesn't get the kill.
Didn't talk enough.
No. K-Jet does get Calamari, though. It's a big kill. Unfortunate timing there as Slythe is playing Bring Around the Rosie with both of these players, but he does get picked up. So now the New York SubPar got a free defuse here, and a little bit of a mirror of last round there to some extent, because now they clutch up the situation and are able to get another defense. So, you know, you got to think, Coffee, somebody's going to win an offense at some point.
Yes, somebody has to.
I think we did have actually a couple. I think they traded offenses early on in the search and destroy. But other than that, we have not seen anything else, and it all came out in the wash in the end here. So now something's got to give at some point.
And Chet's on a free spree right now. Tep getting ready to chunk. There he goes. There's the Kobe. Oh, wow.
Oh, he got himself?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Is that the kill feed lying to us, or did that nade bounce back? That looked like it cleared it.
Actual drew the first blood. Actual didn't draw the first blood. Tep drew the first blood. 2v2 right now. Chef up top, wondering what happened. He's going to go down, try to assess the situation. Maybe pick up the bomb at the B side.
Oh no, this is a crazy round for the SubPar right now. K-Jet gets taken out. Actual finds Chef. You got a 1v1 situation. Actual's got an idea of, or actually each player should have an idea of where the other is. It looks like K-Jet's getting a little active and Actual doesn't quite read it. He spins and finds the kill. Woo! Actual turns and burns onto K-Jet to clutch up yet another defense. Oh, man. Good play out of Actual there. Got the Godheady off the barrels. Oh, and it looks like K-Jet got caught throwing a stun there. That's what it was. He tossed that stun, so he didn't even really have his gun up. You hate to see it.
Alrighty, let's see what batch of comedy round 9 brings us. As for Calamari is the bomb carrier right now, as they veer off towards B. Tep talks about a trophy as he goes over and gives coverage at P1, sending some rounds. Actual drawing the first blood on the Ghost. Tep tosses a hello there. It doesn't connect. Actual on a 5 spree as we speak right now. Tep being patient, working his way around. Takes down. Oh man. All that's left is
They're
K-Jet.
doing it.
Jet's all that's left. Is the let's see here.
The rock should go down.
Slice is at that A bomb site.
Oh no.
Man, Jet takes out Slice, so the bomb is down at A. Actual picks it up. Is he going for the plant?
He's taking a god route. He's got to go though. You got to go fast for this to work.
Planted at A. Jet has to work his way back around there and take out 2 burgers in order to have any kind of survival in this round.
The Boston Burgers are playing a really good setup too, just turtling up behind the diner. They may have gotten info from him there, so they both kind of backed down. Yeah, they definitely saw him there, and that's just some disciplined search and destroy. The Boston Burgers come up, find that first blood onto Ghost with some team shots, mind you. We were on board with Tep, but Actual got that kill, so that was a good call from them to team shot that player that they know has been coming on that vending AC side over there. The Burgers are clutching up, Coffee. They've won an offense. Now they put themselves in a big position to be able to close this out here.
Let's see if New York answers and has a winning offensive round of their own. As Moose is the bomb carrier, Tep working his way over to that P1 side.
All right, let's try this again.
Hello there at B. Doesn't connect. And he sets up camp over at P1. Working his way up. Coming around that alley, but Jet sees him and draws the first blood. Tempura Calamari right there in what looks like hallway. Slice watching the tunnel and watching the bridge. Making his way upstairs. Slowly but surely. We know Moose is... Oh, he gets hello there.
Oh, stay down, Slice.
A couple love taps. So somebody saw him up there.
Oh, good work from Actual. He does pick up that streak as well, but hopefully it doesn't even matter for him. The Burgers just close it out, but you got a 3v3 situation here. It's looking like New York are going to opt to rotate this bomb towards the A side, as it was just a little too greasy over there at B, but after Calamari finds Ghost, it's going to put Moose in a rough position. He doesn't have a whole lot of teammates to help him out here. It's just him and K-Jet to try and find this. The Cruise does get invested early, so that's actually a good play there. But now, you know, you get the info, but that bomb's going to go down and these players are going to relocate. I don't know, you know, if it was really worth the time investment, but here we go. K-Jet's got to find a kill here. Actual stays down. The bomb is planted. And now these players are just trying to feel each other out for the moment. K-Jet's staying alive. I mean, this team plays crazy. The grenade comes through, picks up K-Jet. It's all up to Moose, and Moose can't get away. The Boston Burgers inch out that Karachi search and destroy. They find the 2 in a row, the fabled attacking round win, and then they clutch their Ds. And now we got a 1-1 series, Coffee. We're going to make it out of the Karachi surprise.
Yeah, we're going to get out of Karachi. We go into this Karachi control. New York on the offense, Boston on the defense. As we look from Tep's point of view, Tep tosses a nade, doesn't connect. No, it doesn't. Doesn't connect with anybody, but he gets in that nice little. He tries to scale up the scaffold.
I hate get away with his life, at least for the moment. Maybe that number 3 player might chase him down, but he's going to be able to cut off these 2 respawners here. Oh, might get a free one onto K-Jet. Because now Actual is pretty much everything. The stun doesn't quite matter. If he stays alive here, they should be able to shut down this B push here. As New York SubPar are a little bit staggered right now. You only got 2 members near, and a Scythe cuts down Chef. That's going to make it really difficult for Ghost and the boys to try and get in here.
Ghost just gets mowed down himself. Tempura Calamari on the high ground right now with Actual on a 5 spree. Oh man, sending some rounds towards Ghost over at P1. Then Tempura goes ahead. He takes down Moose up top. Tempura holding down that high ground, keeping everybody over at that P1. Nobody is over at that B point yet. Basically, just defending the hell out of the middle of the map. As Tempura finally gets taken down himself, Ghost working his way around, sees K-Jet, says, okay, let's go to the diner. Let's go get us some vittles. Trophy going out on the dumpster. Sees Tep. Tep ducks behind that wall just in the nick of time. There's a nade being chunked. It doesn't count, no, but Tempura gets mowed down himself. Actual working his way through the back of the bus, through the back of the diner. We've already got New York folks on that B point. Hi, how you doing? Right next to the door. 19 seconds left in this round. Actual
No.
and cleans up the diner. He's the only one left. A little trophy on trophy violence there.
No.
Oh my God. Actual is just going to town right now. Actual
oh, come on.
For a 9 spree. He does have a cruise in his back pocket. Scythe is right there. Right there just inside the door of the diner. Boom. Takes out that SubPar player. Scythe.
Oh, Moose.
Man.
Oh,
New York
it's a war of attrition.
Boston down to 5
New
lines.
York.
Small back on B. Work the gyms. As Chef is working to clean out that back alley. 1 ticket B for New York SubPar. Still shoots some red. Oh, man. Boston has no response left.
No.
Boston take the round because New York got eliminated. Boston's up 1-0.
Oh my God. I mean, that was a minute and a half of solid gunfights there into the last hill with only less than 10 on the clock. I mean, it was just contest after contest. We saw Actual break in immediately, got that insane 3-piece off the timing on K-Jet whenever he was able to step in to even give Burgers a chance at holding that hill. So, I mean, that's some good clutch plays from them. They find that round 1, only give up 3 ticks in the end. New York was never able to get a tick at B. So that's a picture perfect defense as far as I'm concerned. And now they got an opportunity to make something happen here on offense, but those 2 kills early are going to make it very difficult. Calamari is able to get a trade onto Chef, and you got a couple players able to sneak through the back. They're going to be able to get into B here and get that clock stopped and maybe spread the D a little bit. Pause.
Watching that back door. Oh, man. And who was it? Moose just comes running in, cleaning house, playing health department as Tep on that A hill for the Boston Burgers right now, along with Tempura. Small stack at A. We're the gyms. 1 ticket A for the Boston Burgers. Here we go. Chef is working his way around. He gets knocked down by Tep. Tick almost 2. Let's go ahead and say, oh, tick and 7/8 over at A as Jet comes in to clean off that extra 7/8 of a tick. So there's only 1 tick right now for the Boston Burgers, but Jet gets taken down. Scythe is on that B hill right now. So here we go. Both teams were on the hill, but we don't even have a ticket B. We have 1 ticket A, and that's about it. As B is getting cleared off. Tep working around, popping Daddy.
Oh.
He gets hello there in the back of the diner. Ghost running around to the backyard. Hops into the back door of the diner. Let's go ahead, clean this thing out. There we go. Not even one. The Burgers right now. Tep coming around from spot over by P3. Chef over at 1. He's watching for Tep. He sees him. He shoots him. He takes him down. There we go. 33 seconds left in this second round of control. Tempura is on the hill for Boston. There we go. 1 ticket B for the Boston Burgers. Chef trying to keep that hill as clean as possible. There was a tick and a half, but here we go. 2 2/3 ticks at B. Ball stack at B, word to Jibs. K-Jet comes in, tries to mow things
Clutch.
out. Moose on a 5 spree. That B point is secured. We have another minute to play with.
That was some good plays there out of the Boston Burgers to finally get an objective, and they picked a good one to get early. So they were able to get B, the harder of the two. And Tep is able to do some damage there onto that second ticket A, but they weren't able to quite clutch it up. But that two-piece from Calamari is going to open it wide, and Chef is there for a trade, but he gets taken down immediately, and now actually is going to be able to get in and maybe finish off that second tick there. It does come through right before the contest does, and now the New York SubPar have got to play perfect here for a minute. There's only 6 lives to deal with from Burgers, so that hopefully they could just slow it down and try to get a little bit of map control here. But those 2 kills make it 3 kills. Should be 4 kills. Comes in, and the Burgers clamp down on offense and take a second round in a row. Coffee, I think they want to shut this series out.
I think they do. I honestly think they do.
They have hit a different level here. I mean, these guys are shooting like crazy. But with that offensive win, I mean, it's going to put New York in a very tricky situation because now they have to respond. They have to win this offense.
Yes. Come on, boys. We're already going to Skid Row for Hardpoint. Just go ahead and do your best, both teams. But let's at least try to get a round 5 on this. As New York is on the offense right now, K-Jet drawing the first blood onto Slife as they're working their way around to the diner, to that P2. Checking the alleys. Jet watches covering the dumpster. Oh, man. Oh, he gets taken down by temporary calamari at the dumpster. Nade getting chunked. Doesn't connect, but it doesn't matter. We already got somebody on B, or had somebody on B. So let's go ahead and wipe off that little bit of progress. Do a little kit test. Do a little health department. And there we go. Temporary calamari holding down that B side for the Boston Burgers. But we got New York Ghost on that A hill. 1 ticket A. Let's go ahead and say that for the New York SubPar. Ghost proning out, staying put, holding that hill all by himself, a ticket and a half. Actual working his way around. Sees K-Jet, takes out K-Jet, takes out Chef. Oh man, 2 ticks an A. Ghost is able to live it out. 2 1/4 contest. Does the talking. There was 2 1/2 ticks at A, but oh man, temporary calamari comes from down, but it doesn't matter. K-Jet takes care of him. K-Jet on the hill right now.
Oh, what a win from K-Jet.
Nice win on that one, but the A point is secured. We have another minute to play with.
Yeah, here we go. Another minute here at the diner. You got Chef and Slice squaring up back here, but they're both going to find a trade, as now you got Boston able to kind of slow it down for a second and kind of let New York come into their spawn trap. But as Moose is able to find that first kill here, it's going to make it very hard for them to cross the map as Chef gets another one onto Slife. So now they've got to play a weird game of watching for these respawners while also funneling into B here. And with that cruise investment there from Moose, that's going to open up the B point, and you got Ghost able to slide in. Got the clock stopped at 1:18, and they're up 3 lives, make it 4. The slaying from New York is taken off. They may clutch this here, Coffee.
Oh, little trophy on trophy right there. 2 ticks at B as temporary calamari tries to work his way through the tunnels. Oh, man. Trying to take out Chef. There's the nade. Moose on a 5 spree. New York captured both zones. They are off the bagel on the breadstick. 2-1.
There we go. New York, they clutch up the offense, doing what needs to be done, and in a hurry, too. It seems like they responded really well from how frantic that previous attacking round was, and in the way that they lost it. That's a huge bounce back from them, and honestly, it makes me think we may see a round 5 here. I think it's going to come down to the tick battle in the end.
Yeah. From the looks of it, it just might. As Tempura Calamari working his way over onto that A side, working his way around over at P1. He's already at the zone.
Go big
Staying
kill.
from, staying behind the wall. Gets joined by Tim, so there's a small stack at A. Word to Jim. Ghost up top, trying to take care of something up top.
Oh, they're stacking the
One
hell
tick
out
at
of that
A
thing.
for the Boston Burgers. Ghost works his way around, chasing after somebody. Gets a couple rounds connected into him. Slice on that hill. Boston 2.5 ticks at A. The contest. Oh man, Slice is
Come
barely
on.
able to pull it out, but that A point is secured. We have another minute to play with.
What a win from Slythe there to finally clutch that kill. That hill is on a 3 streak as well, but they got to deal with Moose. 27 and 14. This guy. I mean, he's been going rogue this entire map and a little bit of an apex wall bounce there. I mean, this dude's hitting the movement you ain't never even heard of, man. They're sliding onto this B objective now. Actual opens it up with a big kill there. Immediately traded out by Chef. And as Tep gets found out by Ghost, it's going to put a lot of pressure here on Calamari. He is able to find a kill in the back. You've got Moose once again on the hunt. It's going to clean that player up. And now the Burgers may have to try and find a couple kills here before they can really get any meaningful progress towards this objective.
Oh man, Actual was trying from up top at K-Jack, but gets taken down. Now Tep working from the bottom. Sees Ghost up top.
Oh,
he wasn't enough.
come on.
MW fixed it.
Come on.
Almost had a 3 spree. Now Chef working his way through upstairs, trying to keep Boston out of the diner, but Actual is already in there as Tempura takes him down. Tep working his way through the upstairs. We got a small stack at B. Word to Jim's.
Starting that thing.
Here we go. 1 tick at B, tick and a half at B, 2 ticks at B.
They get one chance.
Everybody
got one chance.
We got a full stack. It don't matter. Boston took all the zones. We're going to a round 5.
There we go. The Boston Burgers clutch it up. They end out the Karachi surprise with a 2-1 deficit here. So moving on to Skid Row, it's gonna
New York and Boston on this map. On map 4 of the semifinals, Slythe drawing the first blood. Then Actual gets mowed down quickly also. Slythe trying to keep things cleaned out at P2 as Tep goes ahead, takes the hill for Boston. Will Boston be able to pull off a third point this evening? As Jet and sees one, gets him in the back. So there we go. But Boston is still owning that hill. It's firmly green. I can tell that right now. Jet working his way through the barber shop as Slythe is up there at P2, already pre-rotated. Tempura Calamari trying to do a little survival of his own, but he gets taken down. Moose sneaking his way through the back of the building, through the video store. K-Jet already planning on that P2, but here we go. 22-14 in favor of the Burgers.
Oh, the flank from Tempura, and actually I think they got the P3 spawn there. It's really big for the Burgers. Going to get a lot of that initial time, but they did not read that quick ticket spawn from the subpars. They are well into that P5 area, so you're going to have to see some clutch kills here from the Burgers. Calamari does find one. Moose finds Actual, but it gets quickly traded out by Tep, and now the hill is white for at least a second, and Slythe is going to have to slide in and pick that up. And you have a couple gunfights going down that are pretty key, but the Burgers are coming out on top, and Slythe wins one for the hill. So now the Burgers are going to be able to go up about 60, 70 points here, and they're looking pretty good for this P3 rotation as well. And as Actual finds that 2-piece on the hill, I mean, that is looking like they're going to have some of that initial.
But if I'm looking at the mini map, right, all the green arrows that I saw on that P3 hill.
There was a team nade.
Oh, man.
No.
73-18 in favor of the Boston Burgers right now. Actual contesting this P3 hill. He gets hello there. Man, it's just nothing but nades left, right, center. There we go. Let the Renetti do the talking. Do a little butt stroke to the head maneuver with the Renetti right there. As Moose working his way around and through. Chef already on the hill for New York, trying to get Slythe on a 10 spree right now. So he has a cruise. You can only carry one at a time. I'm sorry, Ghost tossing down the trophy. getting ready to rotate to P4. 85-21 in favor of the Burgers. Axel holding down the hill. Tep on that Godheady, but he gets mowed down. Axel getting that scrap time as we get ready to rotate this P4. Calamari already there, along with Axel. Let's rock this P4. 99-21 in favor of the Burgers.
We really need the New York SubPar to break in here, and they did just that. A big two-piece from Jet to be able to at least get into P1 for a moment. You got a lot of green arrows to contest with here, and as they jump through the window, gunfights ring out, and Tep, with the movement, able to find a big two-piece to allow his teammates to just continue to stagger in. And now it is getting to a panic situation here for the New York SubPars. They've got to get a break, and more importantly, they need a hold as they are down 80 points, and it may turn into 110 points if they don't get into this hill.
Tempura holding down that barbershop firmly, making sure nobody from SubPar comes here without an appointment. K-Jet was already working on getting that pre-rotating the P5. Ghost trying to work his way through, gets mowed down, and
there we go.
There we go. I see that green arrow going over there. Boom, we're at P5, 119-28 in favor of the Boston Burgers right now. Chef gets hello there, trying to survive real quick. Throwing some rounds, not connecting to anybody, getting off the hill real quick, but working his way, watching that back alley. Oh man, gets Tempura Calamari through the fence, 119-43 in favor of the Burgers. Oh man, that was I'm sorry, that was a kaboom. So
it was very hectic here, but that cruise was so good. Is that wasted about 15 seconds in New York SubPar's time there in what would have been a perfect hold. And, they're still going to get a lot of this time, but they're down 70, 50 points by the end of this still. So they really need to try and clutch up here and get some of this deficit back that Boston is really starting to mount up, and they're staying ahead of this rotation as well, finding a lot of kills here on P1. You got Moose nearby, but his teammates are dropping all over the place as Moosey is able to get that two-piece. He's going to split that hill, and New York is now able to get in here early on P1, but we all know that P2 is just as important.
It is. If I'm looking at the mini map right, it's already spoken. Chef gets taken down, Slice working his way in, tossing a nade, doesn't connect with anybody. No, it doesn't. But there's all kinds of yellow on that P1. That little not going to be enough, my man. 125-85 in favor of the Boston Burgers as Ghost is holding down the hill firmly for the New York SubPar. I'm going to go ahead and hit that right there. But yeah, yeah. It's going to be safe to say New York's probably going to get this caught up. Slice gets mowed down. Oh, man. Chef trying to clean out that P2 as we went ahead, rotated into this P2. Looks like we're getting ready to go into P3. Yes, we are. We are in P3 now, 125. Oh, P2 by mistake, 127-113 Boston.
There we go. Big P2 here for Boston. They've got to lock this down. You got Tep on a 5 streak as well. The cruise missile worked out great for him last time. You got 3 members of the New York SubPar trying to file their way down this tunnel. It can work out sometimes, but it's very difficult. The trades ring out, and Ghost is able to cross. So that's going to cause Tep to get a little bit concerned here, but he gets a free streak out of the deal as his teammates tapped up Ghost quite a bit, and they're just continuing to cut him down as they try to come through that tunnel. And I mean, this is getting to a point here where the New York SubPar have got to play ahead for this P3, and they really need a hold. But on that mini map, you can see Calamari is finding a kill, but that is the 3rd team nade I have seen from the Boston Burgers this match so far. I mean, they're doing their best Dan Ghosty at P3 last year impression. Is that now you got the Burgers trying to lock this hill down, but finally New York get in early, and if they can win a couple more of these early gunfights, it should be a pretty good hold for them.
Tempura coming up from the back, 184-124 in favor of the Burgers. Tempura holding down the hill firmly for Boston. Still getting up some of that hill time. Chef gets a quick hello there, trying to make his way into the hill to give it a contest to hopefully do some house cleaning. There's the contest, but he gets taken down. It's nothing but Boston on this hill right now. Heck, another 50 seconds and it's going to be Boston. Pep keeping the back part of this P3 hill clean, but there's a contest up in
Oh,
the
he's
front.
challenged.
Jeff takes him down as Actual working his way over to P4, already set up, ready to start taking appointments in the barbershop for this rotation. Oh, man, nope. Jet's going to go ahead and take the hill. 204, 143 in favor of the Boston Burgers as Jet tosses the trophy. Let's go to P4.
Jet slid in there and said, "I like your cut, G," and immediately took Actual's head off as well. He's just passing out these haircuts here. Hold on, let him sharpen his clippers a little bit. All right, file in, boys. What you got? There's one for Jet. Put some big damage down. His teammates able to clean up one of those. Still got a couple members of the Burgers on the backside to deal with. Moose not able to find that two-piece as Slythe flies in with the Renetti. This is a big 30 seconds here for either team if they can get it, as New York is keeping it very close. I mean, they're within striking distance of this hard point now, and this P5 rotation is going to be very big. You got number 8 down there. K-Jet finds the two-piece, squares up for the 3, doesn't quite find it though. He got Actual shooting him in the back, and he's able to get into the hill for his team, and the Burgers are going to try to close it out here.
Oh, we go into this P5, 208, 188 in favor of the Boston Burgers. Chef working his way upstairs into P2 to try to get some high ground, but he gets taken down by Tep. I mean, New York has to take that hill and play it perfect from here on out. Tempura gets mowed down, but then okay, I didn't see that. Actual up on top of the mill vans. I didn't know you could climb up there. I know that now. I have to remember that. As Actual holding down the hill firmly along with Temp. Another 20 seconds, and it's all Boston. Actual on a 5 spree, 235, 188 in favor of Boston. Tempura Calamari in the back, over in the back by the boxes. Moose gets mowed down. Ghost trying to hop down, working his way around. Ghost, or Chef gets taken down. Ghost, man, it's just nothing but Burgers. Boston, take it. Boston is going to the semifinals with a score of 250 to 188.
There we go. Boston clutch it up after a shaky map 1. I mean, they were able to really fire back in that series. They clutched the search.